Have you guys talked about Cuomo yet?
This guy needs to be fired. I mean, even with what we knew about his involvement before, just the fact that, like, why would you have him ever bring his brother on TV, even if it's just to, like, say, like, hey, it's just two brothers. Like, I could see doing it once for, like, the Thanksgiving, like a Thanksgiving special. I bring my brother on. But, we never have him on because, of course, he's my brother and he is the governor of the state. And I'm supposedly a news guy. And
it might be a conflict of interest.
Even if
you guys think that's a thing.
Even if we fully reveal that we're brothers, it's just somebody else should come on and interview him, whatever it is.
Then you'd have to, like, get rid of Morning Joe, and then you'd have to get rid of, like, lots of other shows with the John Avlon and Margaret Hoover. It would just affect the industry too much if you had a conflicts of interest clause.
Are they? Wait, why is that?
Oh, they're married.
Oh, okay. But they're not. One's not a politician, not interviewing each other.
No, 100%. But, once you get into that zone, it's to open up.
I don't think so. It's fine. You want to have a married couple on set? That's fine. But the point is, you can't have a politician being interviewed by their brother on a regular basis.
You couldn't have, say, Scarborough ran again, Mika interviewing him and, like, giggling, like, oh!
Right, no, of course.
You know what the show's called?
Right. You're so great with the guitar. Tell us again why you're voting for this. I mean,
Has anyone ever told you that you're the next Springsteen?
Now, even if it was not revealed that Chris Cuomo has lied about his role in coaching his brother, wanting to help his brother, wanting to provide defense for his brother, even if none of that was revealed and we didn't know that he had lied to the public, and who knows, maybe he lied to CNN, maybe he didn't. This guy's got to go. He's got no credibility whatsoever. CNN has an attempt to have any credibility whatsoever. They've got to fire him. I mean, either they knew or they didn't know. Either way, he's gone. And if they knew, even worse, he should tell. I mean, I there's no other question. I don't care about that guy one way or another.
And he sucks.
Give me a break. I mean, it's astonishing that they allowed him to ever interview his brother on TV.
Well, it was great ratings. I mean, that's ultimately, like, what it comes down to. It's great ratings, and there's that circle of folks who cycle through, the contributors who've worked for Cuomo. Many are his advisors and consultants. There's like that overlap with the Clinton and Cuomo's have, like, a lot of overlap in terms of their little inner circles. So, it's a legacy, I think, of the Clinton era. I really believe, like, that's what's at stake here. Cuomo's Democratic Party in New York State, for instance, just to show you how, like, much their teeth still exist in this universe and it really has to be cleansed out. Cuomo's Democratic Party, he appointed pretty much, well, more or less, it's his people, with exception to a few that have been able to, like, stage a coup. But it's his Democratic Party. Jay Jacobs, everybody was his choice. And they make up the majority of the membership of the DNC. Okay? So the DNC right now was set up so that Cuomo could run for president someday. And it's still operating like that. And then you've got these same people as contributors, official contributors on CNN and on the board of, like, News Corp. And I mean, it is an ecosystem and it needs to be cleansed out. There are no conflicts of interest in the DNC. There's no conflicts of interest rule at CNN. And that's how the right operates.
Well, we should just make clear what these allegations were with Chris Cuomo, because I don't even think we really said. No. Basically, Chris Cuomo, during the investigation into sexual harassment into his brother, basically said that he was not involved. And then information started trickling out that he was involved in meetings, but he said that he was not an official advisor, kind of very specific language on that front. And now even his initial claims are contradicted because the investigation by the Attorney General's office into Andrew Cuomo has basically found these correspondences that show Chris Cuomo talking with Melissa DeRosa, him
who is the governor's, like, one of his top aides,
right-hand
secretary,
person, right?
Yeah.
One of the quotes that's making the rounds is, "I have a lead on the wedding girl, aka the woman who accused Andrew Cuomo of attempting to kiss her without her consent at a wedding. So basically, Chris Cuomo was using his powers as an investigative journalist, seemingly, to investigate the women that were making allegations against his brother, and then publicly claiming that he had no involvement in the investigation and in advising his brother.
No official involvement. And that's, don't forget, these are also lawyers. Both of them are lawyers. They're very aware of their language. They're very aware where the limits of the law are. And they've, repeatedly through basically setting up power structures that prevent them from being held accountable, because of that, and because of the incentive structure of ratings and having a governor and a host in line with each other they've been able to get away with this. But He says it wasn't official, meaning he didn't get paid. Yeah, no shit.
Like, what the F does that even mean? It wasn't
They didn't have a contract. Come on.
I mean, he's paying it forward basically because the entire reason that he's even in the multi-million-dollar position that he's in at CNN is because of his brother and because of his father. So he didn't get officially paid, but it's like a secondary payment essentially.
Is that the rule at CNN? You can't be a paid advisor.
Well, no, because what happened with Donna Brazile was she wasn't a paid of it. That was the whole out for her, was she said she did, to be fair, she did offer the same information to Tad Devine on Bernie's campaign. That was the crazy part of that whole, when she had to step down, she gave that insider information unpaid to the Clinton campaign, but also to Tad Devine from the Bernie campaign. But she had to step down because it was a conflict. And she was not officially a paid advisor to either one of the campaigns. So, if that rule works for Donna Brazile, who's very safe in her position at ABC now on This Week with George Stephanopoulos now.
Fox. No?
I think she's there too. You can do dual.
No, she blocked me in 2016, so.
Boop.
What she's been up to.
Well, there it is. Chris Cuomo. I mean, God.
Let's do a countdown for him.
You think he's gone? He's got to be. Right? He's got to be. I don't know how they keep him.
He's really a favorite of the exact audience they're coveting, though. So I think the odds are less than what you got.
They'll still, his ratings, I think, he's the highest viewed right now, but they're all in flux all the time.
He's up against Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon. Please. In terms of the editorial content that this current suburban Trump hating centrist audience is craving, they're gonna they like what Cuomo's putting out there, I think.
Don't worry, Tom Suozzi has a place to go. If you need another Italian, the chair of the Cuomo Columbus Day Parade, Tom Suozzi, can fill in the meantime. For a little Long Island love.